Okay, for this video, I am going to teach you how to plot a normal labor curve or the Friedman's curve. So as you can see here, this is a very simple graph that you can do by yourself, do-it-yourself graph, where you can see here that the x-axis here is the hours of labor. The leftmost y-axis is the cervical dilatation. So you number this 1 to 10. And the rightmost y-axis is the fetal station. So as you can see here, we have station 0. And then above station 0, we have -1 to -5. And then below station 0, we have +1 to +5. Okay, so when you're plotting a labor curve, you have to use the symbols X and 0 or circle. X for plotting the fetal station and 0 or circle for plotting the cervical dilatation. Alright, okay, so we'll do some exercises so you can practice making or plotting a normal labor curve. Okay, so let's practice. So first, we have case number 1. This is a case of a 25-year-old G2P11001, 39 weeks age of gestation on admission. And on admission, she came in at her 5th hour of labor. The internal examination at the time of admission, she had a cervical dilatation of 5 centimeters, station -3, intact bag of waters. So we'll plot this first. Okay, so that's the 5th hour of labor. This is it. So we have a cervical dilatation of 5 centimeters. And station -3. So this is station -3. So we put an X there. So notice, for cervical dilatation, I placed a circle. And for the descent or the fetal station, we have the X symbol. Okay, for the 7th hour of labor, the internal examination showed findings of a cervical dilatation of 6 centimeters and station -2. So here, this is the 7th hour of labor. We have a cervical dilatation of 6 centimeters and station -2. There. So on the 9th hour of labor, we have a cervical dilatation of 8 centimeters and station 0 with ruptured bag of water. So at the 9th hour of labor, we have 8 centimeters dilatation, cervical dilatation, and station 0. So this, put a mark, put an X there, and then ruptured bag of water. The ruptured bag of water will be symbolized as a diamond in here in the 9th hour of labor. Diamond, just mark it with a diamond symbol. Okay, so on the 10th hour of labor, we have a cervical dilatation that's 9 centimeters. So this is the 10th hour labor. Place a circle here and station +1, so +1 is here. Okay, and then on the 11th hour of labor, the cervix is fully dilated at 10 centimeters. So this will be here. And station +5. So this is station +5. So is it here? Alright. So we just have to connect the dots and connect the X's here. So there you go. This is the normal labor curve or the Friedman's curve for our case number 1. Okay, so this is case number 2. Case number 2 is a 30-year-old gravid with an admitting impression or admitting diagnosis of pregnancy uterine 38 weeks or 38 and 5/7 weeks, age of gestation, cephalic in labor. So, on admission, she came in at the 14th hour of labor with an internal examination which revealed a cervical dilatation of 6 centimeters, station -2, intact bag of water. So, let's plot this first. Okay, so notice that she came at the ER or to your office or to your clinic at the 14th hour of labor. So instead of plotting the 14th hour of labor here in the rightmost side of the graph, we can arbitrarily assign the 14th hour in the left side of the graph, such as like so. Okay? So, it doesn't necessarily mean that you always start your partograph with the first hour of labor. So, if she came on the 14th hour of labor and then you just arbitrarily assign the 14th hour or any other hour on the left part of the partogram, so that your labor curve will not really occupy only the rightmost part of the graph. Okay? So I will assign the 14th hour of labor here. And then, there you go. So, we plot on the 14th hour of labor, her internal exam. Cervix is 6 centimeters dilated. So, that will be this one. With station -2. Alright, so on the 16th hour of labor, the cervix is 7 centimeters dilated. Station -1. Intact bag of waters. So on the 18th hour of labor, we have a cervical dilatation of 9 centimeters. Station 0. And the bag of waters was artificially ruptured at this time. So, if you recall, in case number 1, the bag of waters there was or spontaneously ruptured. That's why we placed a mark of a diamond. But in this case number 2, the bag of waters was artificially ruptured. So, instead of making a mark of a diamond, we will use the mark triangle. So, that's the 18th hour of labor. So, we'll just place it here. There. So, on the 20th hour of labor, the cervix is 9 centimeters dilated. And station +1. And then on the 21st hour of labor, the cervix is fully dilated at 10 centimeters. Station +5. Alright. So, we'll just connect the dots and connect the X's, or connect the circles and the X's with a line. Like this. Like so. However, since we did not start with the first hour of labor in the x-axis, we already jumped to the 14th hour of labor. Instead of an unbroken line or continuous line, we will just mark this with a broken line. Okay? So that we can connect it to the 0. Right?